what's your favorite piece that you've put out or your company's put out that you would absolutely like everybody needs to have in their collection?
Ever? I mean, since I started
Regardless,
there?
exactly.
Well, I think
like the one piece that stands out to you that everybody should have just because it's that piece.
if somebody was to ask me what the greatest thing we ever made was, I mean, I would probably have to say it was an action figure because, you know, it combines the playfulness of the mini-mates, which I really enjoy, but also the artistry of the higher-end statues, which I really like. And because our action figures kind of, you know, try to combine that artistry and playfulness. And one of the best ones we've ever done was our remake of an earlier figure we did. It was a Creature of the Black Lagoon. And it's basically from Universal Monsters. It's basically the perfect action figure. It's got a lot of articulation. It comes with an amazing diorama base. It's
3
the
3/4 inch or
sculpting.
6
The
inch?
sculpting is amazing. It's 7-inch. It's maybe
7
a little
inch.
taller than 7-inch because he's a tall dude.
I'm trying to remember that one.
Well, we did a bunch of series where the pose articulation was pretty limited. They were, I wouldn't call them statues, but they had shoulders and maybe not so much elbows and knees.
Okay.
But we did a lot of the main guys. We did Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, the Mummy. We did some of them that were only at Toys R Us, like Bride of Frankenstein was only at Toys R Us. The Invisible Man was at Toys R Us. We did some black and white variant box sets. Gene St. Jean started sculpting the series around series 4 or so, and we went back when we ran out of big guys to do that were included in the license of Universal Monsters. We went back and revisited some of the ones we'd done before. So our original Frankenstein was a little stiff, so we did a Son of Frankenstein in the fur coat, that's a little bit more articulated. And we went back and redid the Wolfman, a little bit more articulated. We redid the Mummy, a little more articulated. The first one was basically just a statue of him with his arms crossed. Actually, Toys R Us had one where he was standing and had a little bit of articulation, but the specialty one was him in the sarcophagus, and his arms were crossed, and he didn't really do anything. He was just a mummy in a sarcophagus.
Statue.
It was pretty much, but the sarcophagus is just a great accessory, overall. That was really the act. Oh yeah, you can take him out. He was a wrapped mummy, and then you put him in this great sarcophagus. But the Creature from the Black Lagoon is just so. It's sculpted, the level of detail is like a high-end statue, and the paint is amazing, and it's fully articulated, and it's beautiful.
Based off of which version?
The
original version?
Yeah, I would say
Clint Eastwood was in the movie?
There's a Clint Eastwood. There's a Clint Eastwood version of Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Dude, are you serious?
Is there a movie where Clint Eastwood meets a creature from under the water?
Yes.
What movie is
kidding?
this?
IMDb. Here we go. Hey, IMDb, you owe us money for this one.
For the record, I am talking about the original Creature from the Black Lagoon, like before the sequel and before the one where they made him wear clothes and stuff like that.
No, I think this was the original.
The one that's marketed under the Universal Classic.
Clint Eastwood.
Yes, Universal Classic Universal
Buy
Monsters.
drinks for the rest of the weekend if you want.
If there's a Clint Eastwood movie where he meets a sea creature,
You could make a figure.
I want to watch it anyway. I don't know about making toys from it.
Revenge of the Creature.
Revenge of the Creature.
It's called Revenge of the Creature, 1955.
55.
1955.
Is that the one where he wears clothes? Is Clint Eastwood in that?
You're buying beers for the rest
Clint
of the
Eastwood's first movie,
First movie.
Revenge. Yes, the scene debut of Clint Eastwood. It was his debut. It was his debut to movies.
Was it
It's
a big
called
role or was it like a walk-on?
No,
Had to be like a little
he
walk-on.
saves the girl from the creature at the very end.
In Revenge
Dude,
of the
I'm telling you,
Creature.
Revenge of the Creature. Yeah.
Was that the second one or the third one?
I think it was the second one. It might have been the third.
When you don't know anything about movies.
Revenge of the
IMDb.
Creature, aka Revenge of the Creature, aka known as Return of the Creature. The Return of the Creature from the Black Lagoon is the first of two international sequels to The Creature from the Black Lagoon. It was the only 3D movie released in 1955 and the only 3D sequel to be 3D filmed. And this was released in the golden age of 3D. Produced by William Alland, A-L-L-A-N-D. Directed by Jack Arnold, and the film stars were John Auger, A-G-A-R, Laurie Nelson, and Marc, Clint Eastwood's film debut.
Wow.
How crazy is that? And you know how I know that? Because I'm a f***ing nerd in a bar. Pardon me, I'm a nerd in a bar.